Then we're going to go out to Kailua for Mustang Madness, anything Ford powered. And of course we'll have reviews of cars and other automotive events. Well, we're here in lovely Kailua for the annual Mustang Madness at McKenna Ford. I know behind me, this is not a Mustang, this is a Ford, a 32 Ford. And the reason is you can enter any vehicle you want as long as it's Ford powered. So we're going to take you around and show you the various classes. So our first group is the so-called Premier class. What that means is these are all previous winners here at Mustang Madness. Of course, the competition now is very tough among them because, guess what? They were all previous winners, and now they got to compete with each other.
Yeah, this is a 65 Shelby Cobra 427 replica. Last year I won in the specialty class, so this year I moved into the Premier class. This car was originally built in Mexico. I picked it up about 14 years ago and just finished rebuilding it about a year ago. All of the wood is Koa, and these side rails are steam bent, which having never done it before and realizing you can't do that with Koa, that was quite a challenge.
So you don't have to have a show car to come out here to Mustang Madness. You can bring a daily driver. And here they are, the daily drivers. The daily drivers are broken down by their age, and these are obviously the older Mustangs, although these are awfully good daily drivers.
About 15 years ago, I got this 1968 Fastback sitting on a side street in Kahala with serious rust on it. And I wanted the car so bad, I bought it and put about 4.5 years of restoration to get it into this condition.
So we saw the street cars, which were pretty much unmodified, and now we're at the modified class, where sort of anything goes. So you can see from this Mustang, there's been some work on the engine, like a supercharger.
Okay, this is a 2003 Mustang Cobra, and it has modified. It's a 3.4 Whipple, and it has a competition cam, and then it has 16-pound injectors. And this is usually mostly for cruising, and it has been at the track. It ran, the best time was 11.3, 137 miles an hour.
The next class are the specialty classes. That is, some manufacturer somewhere took a Ford engine and put it in their vehicle. This is AC, a British manufacturer. Carroll Shelby went to them and said, I want to put Ford V8s in your car and sell them in the United States. Thus, the famous Cobra. 289, 260, and of course, the infamous 427.
My car is a 1972 De Tomaso Pantera. It's got a 351 Cleveland Ford motor in it. Very powerful, very strong.
The next category is a pretty narrow one. These are semi-modified from 64 and a half until the 80s. So this beautiful example is a 1969 Mustang Mach 1.
This is my early 1970 sports roof Mustang. It's got a 351 Cleveland, Ford after 408. It's got coilover front suspension. Everything is factory with the exception of front suspension and engine. Interior work done on it and whatnot is my work.
And the really smallest class is the semi-modified after 1986 to 2011. So you can see this beautiful yellow example of a more current Mustang. So if you look down this row, these cars are stock. That is, bought, not modified, daily drivers, but of a more current edition. So this is another specialty class. This is where a manufacturer has taken a stock Mustang and made major modifications to them. Suspension, engine, names you're aware of, Shelby, Saleen. So there's a category that anybody can enter because they're not competing for a trophy. It's just come and display your car. This is a brand new Mustang 5-liter. They just brought it here to show it off. So the last group is sort of the catch-all. That is, it doesn't fit anywhere else. It's got Ford power, so it's everything from trucks to this Ford Falcon to some older vehicles.
Behind me is the 41 Ford, and it's my favorite. And because I had a 46 here for a long time. But this car is excellent.
This is an appropriately named car. It's a Mercury, Park Lane. And as you'll see, it takes up lanes when it parks. And here's Doug Smith, president of Hawaiian Island Shine, to talk about this terrific Mercury.
It's a 1965 Mercury Park Lane, 390 four-barrel Cartridge original engine. The paint job is about 4 years old. It's a sequence paint job, candy apple rum red. I got it from a friend of mine that I sponsor some of his shows, Hawaii Independent Cruise Nights, with my company, Hawaiian Island Shine. We've been sponsoring those shows for about 7 or 8 years here in Hawaii, and he figured it's time for me to get into a collectible classic car.
So if you need a land yacht, here it is, 18.5 feet long. One of the highlights of the show is the Rumble Contest. So we're going to show you, and more importantly, you can hear what that's like.
Make the Mustang show for this year, go to our website and you'll see it for next year.
Need some new tunes for your